Welcome back to Herbal Tea with the Tea is hot and never pee. Let's get into it. So let's talk about Eddie Griffin and this interview. Okay, he gave you some insight to say that the industry has to show you and tell you what they are doing, and they do it in visual clues as far as cartoons and movies and things like that, songs, what have you. Do you understand what I'm saying? He gave you some noted music, noted movies to reference to and to give you some enlightenment. But what I'm trying to confirmation. What I'm trying to tell you is that Eddie Griffin is a controlled substance as well. And this is the reason why he's a controlled substance. I have told you all, and I will continue to tell you all, when you sign those contracts with those people, even though you are going and you saying and you doing whatever you're doing, it is all good until the time that you think that you are going to speak out. And you are speaking out, they're going to sit you down because you cannot do it because you belong to them. You are a controlled substance. And Eddie Griffin, back in the day, I'm going to say a couple years ago, on his Facebook, he had said, you all are trying to condemn the messenger instead of getting the message. You are worried about the messenger instead of listening to the message. And when he said that on his Facebook page, no sooner than a day later, his Facebook changed. The notation on his Facebook changed. They are now controlling his Facebook. That's what happens. That is what happens because in that contract, they control everything, every aspect of them, social media, the words that they say, the movies that they do, what they can and cannot do. And him speaking out about it gave attention to the messenger, and that is not what they wanted. So they controlled his page, and he is now being controlled. So him being here telling you this, it is only him telling you what I already told you all. I have said that already. I've told you this is how they do it, and they are just putting these people in place that you are familiar with, that you think that you can trust, that is leading you to some type of enlightenment. But the only place that they are leading you is back to Kaiser Soze because they are of the dark. They are in the dark. They have signed on with Kaiser Soze and they are doing what they need to do for Kaiser Soze, and it is not leading you to any type of enlightenment. It is not leading you to God. It is not leading you to the truth. It is leading you to the messenger who had already said this. I have been saying this. I am continuing to say this. These people are controlled substances, and that is why they are in play. That is why they are needed now. Now, here he is telling you that he thinks he be thinking. So you mean to tell me in the industry, seeing all that he's seen and witnessing all that he witnessed, it took him 30 some odd years to think about it, to have that thought process in his brain so he could spew what he is spewing to you? No, he already knew what was happening. He already knew what happened, but he did not want to be the one to say it because he wanted to get money. He wanted to continue to get his money, and he knew going against the grain would stop his money, period, point blank. But